We'll get to this one. Hey, wait, do you have any money? Are you talking to us? He grabs my neck. I'll beat you up. Take your hand off. He pulls out a small knife. Hey, I'm Gigi. Childhood in the 90s and 2000s was amazing, full of play and adventure. We played soccer anywhere, rain or shine, barefoot or not. If not soccer, we'd grab a tree branch and pretend to be Conan, the Barbarian, or Hercules, and we would duel with magic swords. We'd always find something to do, to play something. All we needed was a little imagination. Now, don't think everything was just sunshine and rainbows. No, man, there was a lot of poverty too, and with that, everything else comes along. Your lunch would get stolen at school, your money too if you had any, not to mention a soccer ball or a bicycle. If you took your eyes off it for 2 seconds, you'd see some punk riding away on it far from you. In 24 hours, it would already be repainted, resold, and stolen again in another corner of Bucharest. What happened? We fought Shmanaru. Shut up, you did nothing. What do you want? He hit my stomach. Who did you fight? Shmanaru, but we beat him up. I was with my sister and the bald lady at the park, picking grass for the rabbits. I used my uncle's bike to carry more grass. When Shmanaru arrived, he got on the bike and tried to leave. I yelled at Baldy and the other one to stop him since I was farther away. He slapped them and they screamed. Baldy yelled for her grandma. I grabbed him by the leg. Tell me, what did you do? Yeah, I tackled him, threw him down, and punched him until he was knocked out. Liar! You're lying, freak! That guy was beating him, I jumped on him, and this guy bit his leg. Did you take the bike? We did, but he escaped with a pocket knife. You should have been careful. Some guys carried pocket knives, so you had to avoid them. You could usually spot them from a distance, waiting at street corners, and most times I'd just run the other way. If we couldn't escape, we'd give them what they wanted. We'd get a kick in the MS Disk operating system and a few slaps, but that was it. Luckily, we didn't have much for them to take. Yeah, those guys with knives were the most dangerous back then, along with the junkies. They often played both sides, so everyone avoided them. Fortunately, there weren't as many then as there are now. Earlier, we discussed the poverty and dangers of those times, and the biggest risk was how easy it was to go down the wrong path. Power corrupts, brother. It warps your mind, and after a taste, you crave more. It's the most harmful drug in quotation marks. Now, power can take many forms. There are objects that show power, like an expensive car, a fancy house, or a bimbo on a leash. These all show financial power. Money sets the rules now. But there are also other objects that give you a sense of power, at least temporarily, but if you're not careful, you end up being corrupted by them. Like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. The ring corrupted him, changed him, brought out his greedy and evil side, and turned him into a creature. For Gollum, the ring was a symbol of power, and just like him, we had our own ring, the knife. But let's start from the beginning. We're going back to my childhood, a month or two after the story from last time. In May, outdoors with sunshine, trees, flowers, birds, and green grass, but it never felt like enough. Mutalanal, Costel, and I were heading toward the corner of the street. I was going with them to gather grass for the rabbits. We won't stay long, just take a bag and that's it, a plastic bag, so they have enough for today. They gathered, and 5 minutes later, Mutsea arrived with a bag. Hey, what are you doing? Are you here to pick grass with them? I'm gathering grass for the birds. Move over, Mutalan. You showed up too, bird brain. Stay away from me. What's your problem? No room for me? You smell like bird poop. Move further away. Freak! Still smearing stuff on your face. I'll get my slingshot and make stew from your pigeons. I'll beat you up, Mutlan. Leave him alone, Snotty. What's all this noise? I'll kick your asses, then that old lady will wake up and yell at me again. Sabrino, this guy and his brother. Just leave them alone, Badger. Let them get some weed and be quiet. We could handle Badger, but his mom came out and you couldn't reason with her. You punks! People are sleeping. It was only 11 in the morning. They had no choice but to find grass elsewhere. The park was safest and easiest, but farther away. Because Shmanaru promised it to Mutalanu and Costel, it wasn't an option for them. I'm going to the park. You guys coming? Not you, bird brain. You guys come. Gigi, Senchiuk? I'm not in the mood. We're going to play a game. Suit yourselves. I'm going to Shirkin. Hey, cheers. Hey, hi, Muchea. Let's play some Street Fighter. Wait, man, let's get some weed. Where do you get it from now? We're going to the kindergarten. Back then there was weed there. As far as you could see, there were only 2 or 3 swings, and those were in terrible shape and nothing else. We used to play football, and the grass in front would stay at a decent height, but behind the kindergarten, which led into the schoolyard, it was a different story. The grass there was almost half a meter tall. Kindergarten kids didn't play there, and we rarely played football, so the grass grew wild. Do you like the story? Like and subscribe, bro. While they gathered grass as usual, Mutalano yelled, "Damn your grass, Costal! What's wrong with you, freak?" I cut myself on the grass, damn it. You're the idiot. Didn't you want rabbits? We head home, stop by Malika's, and when she hears about the grass from the kindergarten, she asks us to get her some next time. He had around 20 rabbits. We usually said no, but during that time, he made us chips in exchange for some bags of grass. The next day, the 4 of us arrive at kindergarten and start gathering when Rambo pulls a small knife from his pocket. What are you doing with that? Mutalane, I'm mowing so I don't cut my fingers again. After 15 minutes, Mutalanu vanishes into the grass. Where's your brother, Costelli? Maybe he went over. Leave him. He'll come back to us. But he wasn't showing up, so I yelled, "Mutalane, where are you, man?" "Here, Gigi, quiet." We crouched down and went over to him. He was hiding in the grass. "What are you doing, man? Who are you hiding from?" "The kids are playing with a ball. I'm waiting for them to kick it to me." "Do you want to steal it, fool?" "No, wife, just scare them. Quiet, it's coming." 2 kids were playing with a tennis ball. The ball bounced about 2 meters from where we were hiding. One comes to get it, then the big guy jumps at him. "What are you doing here?" That kid. He stands there frozen, speechless. He comes toward Rambo and pulls 2 lei out of his pocket. "This is all I have. Please don't hurt me, mister." We were all stunned. We didn't know what was happening. "Can I take the ball?" "Yes, go ahead. Take it." "Go away, kid. Why did you take the money?" "He gave it to me." "He saw you holding the knife." "The grass one." "Let's go. He's coming with the guard." "Be quiet. No one's coming. He's scared." The big guy was already corrupted and starting to enjoy the power. "You get 4 cigarettes. After picking grass, we get cigarettes, then mind our business. Next day, we pick grass again." And at the same time, the big guy with the little knife was at him again. "Did you take that again, you fool? Gather faster like that, Gigi. Make sure you don't mess with anyone else." "Mind your own business, Sandchuck," but it wasn't long before the big guy yelled at someone. It was the same kid from last time. "Got money? Hand it over." "Hey, big guy." "Shut up, Gigi. Got food? 2 sandwiches. Give those 2. Now leave. Tomorrow come at the same time and bring 2 friends. The big guy was clearly lost. Costal too, and I stood at the abyss's edge, starting to enjoy it. Fools. "I'll tell Malika." "Wait, Senchuk, we were just playing. The police will get us." "Hey, you're such a coward. Damn you, idiot. You're even dumber than your brother." We eat our sandwiches, finish gathering grass, get cigarettes, and corrupt Sensiuk too. We just play with them and do nothing else. If anyone comes, we say we're picking grass, but no one dares say anything. The next day, the boy returns with 2 classmates. We approach, they hand over the money and food, but the mute guy yells at them. "Hold on, you take the money back. He was talking to the first boy. From now on, you're their boss. Give them a kick tomorrow at the same time, okay?" The next day was the same, and we began to enjoy it. It became our favorite part of the day. Before he leaves, the first boy gives us 5 lei. I have an issue with 2 boys who always pick on me. "Come tomorrow and I'll handle them or bring them now. We'll be here for another 30 minutes. He comes back in 15 minutes with them. We scare them. This guy gives each of them 2 kicks, and we go about our business. We'd advanced to the next level, and we're now offering protection as well. We leave from there, and on the way home, we see a guy around 20 years old. He stared at us, clearly wanting trouble. Normally we'd leave, but this time was different. We had the Ring of Power with us. We get to this guy. "Wait, do you have any money? Are you talking to us?" He grabs my neck. "I'll beat you up. Let go of him." Then he pulls out a small knife. His eyes bulge, he screams and runs away. That guy runs like he's got a motor from MS-DOS. We're chasing after him and throwing stones. After that, we decided each of us should carry something with us. Senchuk had a pocket knife from Maria from the fight, Mutalanal had a little knife, and Costel and I each had a kitchen knife. We kept it that way for a week. Some paid us for protection, others out of fear. We had frightened everyone in kindergarten. They never did anything, they'd just come to us themselves. One day, as we returned with grass and loot from the kindergarten. 3 darker-skinned guys at the street corner. We knew what they wanted, but we walked toward them. They wanted us to give them money. Mutalanu draws his small knife, but one of them pulls a switchblade. We thought they'd run, but they surprised us. I pull out my knife after him, and Senchik and Kostel too, and these guys retreat. They take off running, and we get home scared. None of us spoke when Mutalanu said, "We showed them. Nobody messes with us." What are you doing? Are you stupid? Be quiet or I'll hit you again. Can't you see? We ended up like the junkies and thugs from the neighborhood. If those guys hadn't run, what would we have done? Or if they all had knives, we would have fought with them. We would have ended up in the hospital. The police wouldn't have taken us. The police can't do anything to us. We're just kids. Shut up, Mutalan. He's right. That's enough. I wanted to tell you, but shut up, idiot. No, I'm keeping the knife. Want me to beat you up? Watch it. You're done with us. Choose, Mutalan. Fine, but at least do it on the grass. You can break it by hand. The next day, about 7 kids showed up at the kindergarten. At the set time, Mutalan took their money, though he still wasn't fully cured. Power is hard to give up, Mutalan. Give them their money back. Fine, let him go. I don't want you here anymore. Yeah, that's enough. Didn't you hear? If you come here again, we'll beat you up. Since then, we kept to ourselves and stopped carrying knives on the street. If we'd continued, it would have ended badly. Eventually, we could have encountered dangerous people and landed in the hospital or even hurt someone ourselves. Our parents, teachers, or classmates could have found out, and from just messing around, we could have ended up in serious trouble. I know the allure of power is strong, and sometimes it seems like the only solution, but there's always an alternative, and true strength is resisting temptation, no matter what it is. Frodo was only a hobbit. He lacked a dwarf's strength, Gandalf's magic, and an elf's speed and tenacity. He didn't even have the determination and resolve of a man, but he had something the others didn't, the strength to resist temptation. The most important thing is that using drugs, stealing, or bullying the weak doesn't make you strong, it makes you weak. A strong man resists temptation, follows the right path, and corrects his mistakes in time. If you've chosen the wrong path, it's never too late to turn back. If you need help, talk to a trusted friend. Frodo would never have been able to complete the mission on his own. For me, the true hero of the trilogy was Sam, always by Frodo's side, the definition of devotion and friendship. Help your friends when they need it. Be like Sam. That's all for today. I'm not proud of this story, but I hope it helps someone. If you like the story, hit that like button, bro, and subscribe. What can we learn from this story? That it's never too late to stop. And even if it seems harmless, even grass can cut you, bro. Until next time, we'll meet when we see each other. Bye.